to today's little trek. I've just parked up at Cromford Wharf car park. So let's make a start. Old canal boat there. Private hire. Been going about half a mile now, and it's all been this road. Now, it's not the busiest of road, but there's been about 30 cars come past, and there's not a lot of passing places. Now, this walk I found online in OS Maps' 100 outstanding British walks or something like that. I'll put the cover on screen. I'll put a link in the description as well. So we've basically come from Cromford Wharf up to Matlock. Not been a lot to see so far, other than a few cars and now lorries and vans and everything else. That must be Matlock Bath. The cable cars up to Heights of Abraham going up there. Starkholmes Memorial Gardens. For right and liberty, I think. Or for liberty and right. Next stop, Matlock Bath. I'm down at the bottom of the cable cars. I've just come from down here. I am going to nip up here though, just it's a there and back, so you do not have to do this. But I'm just going to go and climb to the top of Giddy High Tor and to Giddy Edge and have a look round. Below this edge right here is a little well-known footpath called Giddy Edge. So I'm going to have a little wander around to the starting point of that and have a little walk along Giddy Edge. I think now on this one you can see Giddy Edge somewhere, I think. I'll take my hat off so that can blow away if I don't. Yeah, it's too windy for a drone. Right. There is Giddy Edge. Doesn't look all that bad there. I think it's pretty much right below me where it's the worst though. But wow, look at the views. Now you can see Gullivers Kingdom up there and the cable cars. I think this is the top actually. I think this is what's known as the top of High Tor. I was just around there a minute ago, so it's all about the same anyway. Right, let's go and have a walk along this path. Views over Matlock then as I reach the other end of High Tor. And let's do this. I'm having to hold my hat, otherwise it's going to go, I think. Right, I think now I've dropped down a bit. The wind's not quite so bad. Thorns are. Oh, that got me. This is where the views open up. Now the wind's going to get us again here. Views are plenty. There is a handrail by the way, you can hold on, so it's not all that daunting, but you will die before. No! The hat's gone! No! The hat is somewhere in Matlock. Old head time. The hat's gone. I've lost it, it's down. Gone off into Matlock Bath somewhere. If anyone finds my hat at the bottom of Giddy Edge, Get it back to me. Right, let's get off it towards the end. From there. Just look at this, look at this, look at this. A long way down. Oh, what's happened to the bench? Probably something to do with the same person that drew the eye. Right, so that's pretty much the edge done. You're still up high here. I've got to drop beside you, but there's a lot of trees and you'd still die if you fell, of course, but but it's only a really short section. Another impressive viewpoint as we drop down then. Not quite so windy here. Right, I'm back down at the cable car station where I started the climb up to the top of High Tor and Giddy Edge. So we are now back on the official route that I'm doing today, if you like. Matlock Bath then. Oh, you could spend far too much here. I wonder if anyone sells hats. The Jubilee Bridge, well decorated up for Armistice Day. You can hear everyone at Gullivers having fun as we climb up into Upperwood, I believe it's called. I have no idea, so don't ask. Big climb up from Matlock Bath. This is going on forever. Well, thankfully I've made it. Well, at least the top of them steps anyway. This is a bit more gradual and a little bit easier. If you've walked here, you deserve a rest. Have a seat, be our guest. I think I do deserve a rest. The Bomas, Trevor, Marie, Chris and Jenny. Yew Tree Cottage, 1981 until still there by the looks of it. Well, maybe not Trevor, rest in peace. Trevor! Very nicely carved. Must be this way then. Looks like a private drive. So this is a much nicer section of the walk. After that miserable mile and a half was it up the road. And then, I mean, Matlock Bath is pretty and everything, but it's very touristy, isn't it? You're not short of places to get fast food, plenty of chippies, plenty of sweet shops, loads of confectionery and stuff, fudge shops, whatever else, but yeah, nowhere to buy a hat. So I'm still hatless, but yeah, a much nicer trek through this wood. Dropping down into Cromford now then. Obviously I started at Cromford Wharf and Cromford Mill, which is a little bit further round. I'm not done yet. I'm now, I say, dropping into Cromford, and then we'll head off towards Black Rock, which is somewhere else I've not visited yet, but it's meant to be quite impressive, so that's where we'll be heading after Cromford. Views into Matlock, I think. And the quarry. Let's find a way up. Might be a route up that way if you fancy them little grooves. I don't think I'm feeling quite that adventurous. What do you think? Bit of a run up? Sound. No surprise to see lots of graffiti. Take care with children. There is a lady with some children over there. Wow, the amount of graffiti. There we go, on top of Black Rock. And then I'll probably drop down somewhere and find somewhere a little bit more sheltered. It's quite sheltered here actually, out of the wind, and have some lunch. Looks like another run up. Oh, there's some footholes there. Look at these footholes. There's one. There's a brilliant one. Look at that. Perfect size. A little one. There we go. A busy place for work and play, Black Rocks. Black Rocks can claim to be a birthplace of rock climbing. That doesn't surprise me. So we're on the High Peak Trail again now. Middleton's a walk for another day. We're going back to Cromford Canal. Go wild. Giddy Edge's bike shed. Getting very autumnal with a crunching of leaves underfoot. What we got here? Ah, the engine house. Sheep pasture engine house. Built in 1828. Wagons were hauled up and down the incline, 1,320 yards long, by an engine in this building until the Cromford and High Peak Railway closed in 1967. So we've got a bit of a drop then. Right, so the High Peak Railway first opened in 1831 and was mainly designed to carry minerals and goods between the Cromford Canal and the Peak Forest Canal. See what the sign says. The dingle. Halfway up, halfway down. Can you see signs of an engine house that once stood here, nestled in the cliff? So somewhere here there was another engine house that pulled up. The wagons from Cromford Canal then. I have no idea what that little emblem thingy is up there. Oh, is that there? Ah, there's the engine house. Look at that, it up there. Something's been built up there, hasn't it? Yeah, that's the engine house, I'm sure it is. And that had red pulleys that went down there. And then there'd have been some more that went up this bit with the something like that anyway. There we go. The catch pit. Runaway wagons sometimes occurred on the inclines, and on this slope they could reach up to 120 miles an hour. In 1988 there was a spectacular accident here involving a brake van carrying gunpowder. Bloody hell. 2 years later this catch pit was built to prevent a serious accident at the workshops or main line below. If you look inside the pit you can see that it worked. So any runaway wagons would end up in this pit. Oh, this ain't all working, is it? Right, yeah, it's quite simply just a big muddy bog, I think. And there's one of your wagons. Gives you an idea of the size though, the weight that must have been on that. Come on then, tell me what that's for. There's no information board here. R or G. Red or green? Oh no, there's an S at the bottom, or there was. RGS. Can we get in these and have a look? Right. All the different jobs. Right, there's quite a bit to explore around here. I can't obviously. Catch pit pointsman in charge of the catch pit. Danger 9. So that was the pit that I've just seen. So this is really good to come and explore actually. I mean the first half of this walk was, oops, I'm going the wrong way I think. Never mind, there's no one about. And this just more information boards. I don't know how well you can see all these, but if you're interested, come and have a look yourself. But yeah, quite a good little bit of information in there. Right, absolutely beautiful area. There's a little coffee shop here, I think, or a little cafe even. Cromford a mile. There are lots of people walking along the Cromford Canal today. This is a very popular walking spot. Okay, so I'm back where I started, here at the car park at Cromford Wharf. Okay, so that's the end of that walk. 8.5 miles, just over 8.6 I think it came in at. And about 500 metres elevation gain I think it said. So not a great deal, but there was some tough climbs in there. I certainly knew about it. The first mile, a couple of miles was pretty dull, all road walking and lots of cars. Then I did the detour after High Tor and Giddy Edge, which wasn't part of their outstanding walks route. That was just a detour that I added on, so take that out of it. You then walk through Matlock Bath, which is very scenic, very pretty, but too touristy for my liking. Far too many people about. I do these walks to get away from people. Then where did you get? Then you walk through a wood. That was quite a nice walk through Upperwood, over to Cromford. But again, through Cromford, not overly exciting, and the route up to Black Rocks wasn't fantastic. Black Rocks were worth it, absolutely. They are the highlight of this walk, and the route from Black Rocks back down to the Cromford Canal, that was worth a visit. That was definitely worth a visit. Lots to see, lots to do, lots to learn. Nice walking through the trees with the autumnal vibe going on as well, so that was good. That was the best section of the walk, absolutely, from Black Rocks to Cromwell Canal, and that was only a couple of miles, not even a couple of miles I don't think. The walk back along the canal, simple enough, but nothing special. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I almost forgot, I needed to say thank you all. I passed 400 subscribers the other day, so that was great. As I've always maintained, I don't do this specifically to get a massive subscriber count. I do it because I enjoy doing it, and it's good for me to keep memories of my walks to look back on in the future and whatever else. So it is great that some of you are liking them and whatever else, subscribing, so it's great to have you. Thank you so much. It is still nice, even though I don't specifically do this to gain subscribers, it's still nice to hit them landmark figures. So thanks for that, and that's all I've got to say. See you soon. Very nice.